All right. And welcome to the podcast, Joe Wicks. I really enjoyed this episode and talking to Joe because we literally had so many parallels of our childhood.
The reason I am who I am today is because of my childhood and the kind of experience that I've had. And it's given me like a real empathy and a drive to want to help others. Like, I've always been a carer from such a young age because I had to care for my mum and dad. My mum had severe eating disorders and she had anxiety. And so it was really tough to be around that as a kid. And obviously my dad also with an addiction like heroin addiction is a very destructive drug. It takes him away from me. I used to be so angry at him that why can't you put the drugs down? Like, why are we not enough? But now I realise that he loved us in spite of his addiction, and because he got clean and he actually changed his life, like he's around today to be with his grandkids. And so when you're 18, 19, like you're angry, you can't process those emotions, you don't have compassion for an addict. What I'm really doing is helping their mental health. And although a lot of people will always be driven by weight loss and getting lean, they want to physically transform, it's actually like a byproduct of all the other benefits, the mental health benefits. So their relationships improving, their kind of productivity at work, how they interact with their children, how much more patient they are with their kids, and the stress levels. Like, I'm quite an open book. I'm not someone who bottles things up, but for me, like exercising and pushing myself physically was just my way of like releasing all of that. It's only recently really with the documentary that I filmed that I kind of really getting deep into my childhood and understanding. But looking back now, like it was good to just have that conversation, get out in the open. I just hope that I can educate them and give them the right tools to understand the world we live in and that social media isn't real and that like there's more to life than just looking at your phone and looking at WhatsApp threads and stuff. Like, you can actually be with your friends and have a community. I think that's the most important thing, that you teach your children kindness and you teach them to maintain relationships in the real world, because once they do that, I think they can deal with all the other noise that's around.